If you've always felt like you were meant for more or you're here for a specific purpose, your soul blueprint likely contains a mission template within it, and your soul mission is part of your primary path within your soul blueprint. Welcome to Abundant Universe, your go-to podcast for becoming your most empowered, powerful, abundant, truest, and highest possible self through self-mastery, quantum healing, spiritual activation, soul expansion, and ascension. Here we talk about your self-concept, subconscious beliefs, science, spirituality, mindful manifestation, magic, mysticism, remembering and embodying who you really are, and all things esoteric. I'm your friendly neighborhood self-mastery and mindful manifestation mentor, energy alchemist, quantum healer, spiritual ascension activator, and host, Elle Brandlin. And today we're diving into part 2 of my Soul Blueprint series, so stick around until the end to learn all about soul missions, how they're encoded into your soul blueprint, and some things you can do to find yours if you're not sure what it is. Be sure to subscribe wherever you're listening so you never miss an episode, and if you're on YouTube, please like the video to let the algorithm know it should show it to more people who are looking for this kind of content, and leave a comment about your soul mission if you know it, or any questions you may still have about finding it once you reach the end of this episode. But without further ado, let's dive in. I mentioned this in last Friday's episode, which was part 1 of this series, so be sure to hit that up if you haven't listened to it yet, especially if you're not sure what a soul blueprint even is. But not all souls have a mission, and those who do are a bit different than other souls. Neither is better or more important than the other because Source is learning more, expanding, and evolving as a result of all of its creations. Therefore, no creation is better or worse than another, which I know can be hard to wrap our human minds around because we label things as good or bad, better or worse, significant or insignificant, and so on as a result of the contrast and duality that we experience in 3D reality. But in truth, all things are neutral until we place meaning or value on them. If you've always felt like you were meant for more or you're here for a specific purpose, your soul blueprint likely contains a mission template within it, and your soul mission is part of your primary path within your soul blueprint. And anything that's connected to your primary path is a higher vibrational frequency, and you can tell because the higher the frequency, the better you feel, and the more magnetic the pull is. And anything that pulls you away from your primary path will be of a lower vibration, so it won't feel as good. However, you also have a secondary path based on your soul plan and blueprint, which will still feel pretty good to you. It just won't be quite as exciting, joyful, and blissful as your primary path. So, if you want to ensure that you complete your soul's mission, always follow your highest excitement. And yes, free will makes it entirely possible to detour off your path completely, but that's a topic for a different episode. So the general mission most souls tend to have is to anchor in light throughout the universe in each lifetime. And the souls with missions on Earth right now are most likely on an ascension mission or the New Earth mission. So if you're listening to this and it resonates, that most likely means you have a soul mission that you came here to accomplish, and you incarnated at this moment in human history to help Earth and humanity ascend into 5D consciousness. So let me know in the comments if that's you and you're on YouTube right now, because that means we're soul family. And if that is you, just know that you've actually been training for this for many, many lifetimes. So you're having many incarnations on Earth to train for this, and you're clearing, healing, and transmuting lifetimes of personal, generational, ancestral, and collective lessons, trauma, and karma right now. But you're also having many incarnations on other planets, so you probably also resonate with the term starseed, which simply means that you're not just having parallel lives on Earth, but also on other planets, in other galaxies, dimensions, and potentially even other universes. And just in case that was a confusing way to put that for you, please feel free to think of them as past and even future lives, as everything is happening everywhere all at once. Anyway, your DNA and etheric template or soul blueprint was encoded with very specific codes that needed to be anchored into this planet at this time to assist in the greatest mass awakening we've ever seen. And just your physical presence here is sharing these codes with the world. Souls with missions here right now have two big devotions. One is ascension, which is personal, collective, and planetary, and you can even think of it as universal. And service, which is to others, to make the world a better place, etc. Quite often, you will incarnate with other souls in your soul group or soul family who have the same mission as you do, but different talents, abilities, interests, affinities, and proclivities, so you can come together and help each other complete your shared mission through collaboration. But you also have a huge galactic team that's with you all the time, supporting you and sharing codes, and you're simply the one who chose to actually incarnate in human form to come here and do the physical 3D work. And if you have any false programming around unworthiness, I want you to know that you would not have chosen or been chosen to do this work if you weren't worthy of this mission. So we all choose our soul plans and blueprints, but mission work is kind of also signed off on by your team. And the other members of your team would not have signed off on you being here now if they didn't have the utmost confidence and faith in your soul's ability to remember who the fuck you really are and complete your mission. And in case you're wondering how to find your soul mission, your astrological, numerology, and human design charts hold the keys, which are actually encoded into your etheric template. But like I said last time, we're going to do at least one entire episode on that, probably more because there's a lot to cover there. So for now, I'll leave you with this little breadcrumb. Your North Node reveals the energy you need to harness in order to fulfill your soul's mission, and it offers insight into the passions, talents, and growth you need to access in order to reach your fullest potential. So if you don't know about your North Node, you can find information on that for free on multiple websites that will calculate your astrological chart if you know the precise time and location of your birth. So go find that, see what sign and which house it's in, and dive into a little self-discovery research because it's fun. You can also go deeper into it by finding out what it's conjunct to, squaring, trining, quincunxing, quintiling, sextiling, and so on. But that's way more advanced, and the sign and house it's in will give you plenty to delve into for a while. But if you do want an even deeper dive, I'm doing a soul blueprint activation in 1 week from today, and it will light up your soul mission template, among other things. So if that's of interest to you, please check out the show notes or description box below for the link to join Sacred Souls Society. And there are links to all of the other ways I can support you there too, because you deserve to experience the reality of purpose, freedom, fulfillment, peace, the highest joy and excitement, wonder, whimsy, magic, and abundance in every aspect of your life that your soul planned for you. And I believe in you, so you should too. Much love.